What is up, guys? My name is Wetzel, and in today's Warzone video, we are talking about the R9-0 shotgun. More specifically, the Dragon Breath rounds on it. Now, honestly, shotguns in Warzone have been pretty sleep, but in Season 5, we have seen a huge increase in shotguns. With the Origin 12 being dropped on the map, we have seen a huge uptick in shotgun use. And earlier this week, the Dragon Breath rounds for the R9-0 were put into the game and now are unlockable, making this the best shotgun in Warzone. In this video, we're going to be going over unlocking the Dragon Breath rounds, a great setup for them that I recommend. We're going to be talking about why it's the best shotgun in Warzone right now. And aside from that, we're also going to show off some Warzone gameplay. And if we have time in this video, I might bring on some multiplayer gameplay too. Now, unlocking Dragon Breath shots for the R9-0 is actually really simple. Shoot the Ship is active in the game right now and will be for another couple weeks. Now, the challenge requires you to get 10 sliding kills. It's kind of vague, and it took me a full game to realize this. But you have to get sliding kills with the R9-0 itself. It cannot be any other gun. The easiest way of getting this done, as you'd expect, is filtering under hardcore and searching for a shoot the ship game. If not, then Hardpoint's also a great game mode to get close range kills. But again, the challenge is super simple. Once I figured out it had to be done with the shotgun itself, it only took me a single game. It's really not that hard. Now let's talk about why this is now the best shotgun class to use in Warzone. Like I said, over Season 5, the Origin 12 became a floor loot drop, and so we've seen a huge uptick in usage of this. And honestly, I'm okay with it. As long as I'm killed with something other than an MP5, like, I'm okay with it, honestly. But yeah, the Origin 12 it's been great from the start, but people are now seeing its true potential, and you can get some pretty quick time to kill with it. I think if this gun ever gets Dragon Breath rounds, it's going to be the superior pick. But for now, the R9-0 is the best. The R9-0 is the best because if you can get both of your shots connected, you can get a 2-hit kill all the way up until 10 meters. And that is pretty forgiving for shotguns. Most shotguns outside of like 5-6 meters really take a lot of shots to kill someone. And 9 to 10 meters, that's essentially like any indoor gunfight. If you have a gunfight like in a house or anything like that in Warzone, you're getting your 2-hit kill. Now, if you compare this to the Origin 12, its 2-hit kill potential only goes out to about 6 or 7 meters. So this is a huge difference. I don't have the exact numbers and percentages, like I'm not Exclusive Ace or JGod. I don't have the exact numbers to compare, but I did do like a little side testing in Plunder. You can see in this game mode, I landed with some AFK players and I kind of like roughly gauged the distance into when I could get that 2-hit kill. So that's kind of how I tested it. It's really rough, but you get an idea of what I'm talking about. So that range that it has at the moment is really what makes it the best shotgun right now. Another thing to consider with Dragon Breath rounds is that getting shot with these things is almost blinding. Or at least if you compare it to a normal shotgun has the same flinch, but getting shot with Dragon Breath, you almost can't see the enemy. So not only does this have good range, you also get a toxic burst of flames coming at you. And that's what makes the R9-0 the best shotgun right now. Let's talk about the downsides and stuff to consider, and then I'm going to go ahead and show you my best setup for this gun. So the biggest downside to consider is the rounds per minute of the R9-0. And that means it shoots 2 shots really quickly in about 200 milliseconds apart from each other. But then it has that bolt or that reload, whatever that is. And after that, you're kind of having like a half-second staring contest with your enemy. So this means 2 different things. So if you miss a shot and you have to pump another burst into the gun, your time to kill increases a bunch. And like I said, you kind of have that staring contest. And also, if you are going for anyone who is outside of that 10-meter range, you're going to have to hit them with a 3rd shot, which again, you have to pump and have that staring contest. Meanwhile, we look at the Origin 12, you could just keep spamming shots. So you kind of have to weigh those pros and cons. If you're within 10 meters and you can hit both your shots, there is no doubt the R9-0 is the better pick. If you're lazy and miss shots and just want to spam a whole mag of shotgun shells into someone, then yeah, go with the Origin 12. But facts is facts. If you put 2 players in a single room, 10 meters, R9-0 Dragon Breath is going to win over anything else. I think the only thing that could win in that kind of fight is like the crossbow, because I'm pretty sure it's a one-hit kill. Or a lucky no-scope headshot from a sniper, which is like never going to happen. So that's really the only downside of it. It's just that anything out of 10 meters, you're going to have to hit a third shot and pump it. Now with all that being said, let me go ahead and show you the best possible setup for the R9-0 Dragon Breath rounds. Alrighty, so here is my setup. I'm currently running it with the RAM. Honestly, people sleep on the RAM, but I'll make another video about that. So first of all, in the setup, we have the monolithic suppressor. I know suppressors on shotguns are really pathetic, but I like getting the jump on them, and I like being able to stay stealthy in gunfights, especially when there's multiple people that I'm going up against. And not only is it a suppressor that keeps you off the minimap, it's also one that increases your damage range, and I'll take anything I can get with that. Second thing is the Forged Tack Sentry. Again, increases damage range, but it also tightens your pellet spread, so it's easier to hipfire. And then speaking of hipfire, we put on the 5mm laser to tighten it even more, but also it helps you bring your weapon up faster from a sprint, which with shotguns is super important because you're most likely going to be running around and getting up close. And then of course we have the Dragon Breath rounds. This video would not exist had it not been for this attachment, so of course it's going to be something on there. And then the last thing is the stipple grip tape. This basically does the same thing as a 5mm laser at the same speed. It just helps you bring your weapon up faster. And that's really all there is for this setup. Now, if you're running shotguns, 2 things I would highly encourage you to do on the setup is to run the tracker perk, and I would encourage you to run stun grenades. Now, stun grenades are really important, or at least in my view, they're super important because they can stop an enemy in their tracks, especially when they're right in front of you, and let's just say they're too far, they're like out of the range of your shotgun. You could just stun them and then flank around up and hit them with the shotgun. And then tracker is important because in close quarter fights, it can be a make or break. Let's say you're chasing someone into a house. Tracker's basically going to tell you where they go in that house. Now with Warzone, buildings are very open. There's many routes that people can go. Every room is open. So with Tracker, you can see exactly where they went. So let's say they went up into the attic of a house. Tracker will tell you that. If they went left into the kitchen and went to go hide in a corner, Tracker tells you that. And it saves lives. Seriously, it's slept on in Warzone. So that is my setup for it. I'm going to make a quick class for multiplayer, and I'm going to run some shoot the ship and show you guys how good this actually is in multiplayer. Alright, so we're loading into a game right now. For multiplayer, I'm taking the monolithic suppressor off and replacing it with a choke. That's how we're making it different for multiplayer. Alright, so hardpoint on shoot house. How we feeling? I don't know if I'm feeling good. What the hell?
We have a personal radar drone. Hardpoint secure. We're taking fire. UAV is ready for flyover.
Oh, it's getting real now. Come back here, come back here. Oh. Whew. I'm actually running out of ammo. Let's go.
Get to the next one. Location secure. The lead is ours.
Oh man, I got no more shots left.
Hardpoint lost.
Calling UAV.
This is Falcon 3-0. Copy. UAV beginning flyover.
What are you doing? Hello? Dude, this thing is insane. If you got good movement, this thing's really good.
Falcon 3.
Oh, we got a lot of people coming up, a lot of people.
Got the VTOL on station. Ready. Go. Get to the next one.
Ah. Ooh, perfect time.
We have a personal radar drone ready. UAV is ready for flyover. Copy.
Oh, we got some kids heading up here. What's going on? Oh, hello?
Enemy at the junkyard. Stand by to move. We're halfway there. This is Falcon 3-0. Good copy. UAV beginning flyover.
This guy isn't doing anything. Oh, no way. I shouldn't have lived. I actually shouldn't have lived past that.
Location secure.
So, I mean, it looks like you can make plays with this, but hitting them, like, from the front is really difficult. You kind of have to catch them off guard, it seems like.
UAV beginning flyover.
What's going on here?
Enemy took the hardpoint.
Oh, we got this. We got this.
We have a personal radar drone. Hardpoint contested. Location secure.
Dude. This. Oh, my God.
Returning to resupply.
Man, this is fun. That kid was shooting at this guy.
Radar depleted. Recalling station.
Oh, this is just fun now. Man, I don't think anyone in the other team's running Ghost. And I'm gonna be honest, like, wow, that was long. I'm gonna be honest, man, if these kids were not running Ghost, this gameplay would be a lot worse. This gameplay would be so much worse. Like, I wouldn't be able to get kills.
Stand by to move. Enemies got the hardpoint.
Because using the UAVs that I'm getting, like, I can work around these kids.
Airstrike incoming. Beware. This day.
That was pretty good for multiplayer. I got 69 kills. That's 69 kills. So we're gonna go ahead and wrap it up for this video. I wanted to make this video because there are some people who play shotguns out there, or people who are just tired of using the MP5 and Origin, looking for something new and spicy in their life. I hope this video was entertaining, engaging, and informative. If you guys enjoyed, feel free to share it with your friends, and check out some of my other videos. Also, one thing before I go, I am gonna start streaming again in a few weeks. I'm getting a room finished for that, so once that room is finished, I'm going to start streaming. If you guys would like to check me out and get to know me and just hang out with me in my community, I'll usually be live around the early afternoons, so generally like 12 to 5 on Eastern time. So if you can catch me during those hours, I would greatly, greatly, greatly appreciate it. But otherwise, my name is Wetzel, and again, I hope you enjoyed the video. Until next time, peace!